Alright, Bonehonks, this video is all about Shujinko. And this is part 2 of my, I want to use Shujinko, but I don't own the DLC characters, so what do I do against them? And today we're going to go over the MK side of things. We went over the guest characters last time. If you missed the first one, I'll put the description in the, or the link to that in the description down below. Before we get into it, I just wanted to share something that I was using today and just wanted to make sure that you knew it was a thing. And if you did, great. If not, then you're welcome, I guess. Today I was practicing hit confirming with Sektor, trying to go into something safe with Shujinko if they blocked it, and try and hit confirm for a combo if they didn't block it. And if you didn't know, you can go into your opponent type and set block mode to random attack. And sometimes they'll block, sometimes they won't. So this can get it pretty easy to kind of go. There's a safe option. There's a combo. And you can just practice, and I just went off the first hit because sometimes they'll block the first one and get hit by the second one. If they block the first hit, I go into something safe. If they get hit by the first hit, then I go into a combo. So just thought I'd share that little tip. That aside, let's get into it.
Accept your death.
Alright, so we're starting hot off the press here. So first one is Ermac. And Ermac is actually probably one of Shujinko's best matchups. There's so much going on here. So let's start with his basic down forward steal. It's just a little push. If the opponent blocks it, safe on block at -7. Now Shujinko can hold this. And the longer he holds it, the more advantage you get. I believe it maxes out there at +3. Plus 13. But Ermac's got to like sit there and, you know, force you to hold it. But if you're doing things properly, you're going to kind of be mixing it up. Just trying to, just a little bit of a hold there, a little bit of a delay, you know, +3. That's really good. This is also a combo starter as well, because you can cancel it by doing your right trigger. Now keep in mind this is going to use half of your cameo bar and 1 bar of your actual super meter as well. Oh, so this is kind of just to give you an option if, say, you only have half your Shujinko bar and a bar meter and you want to get some sort of a combo. You can combo into him. Combo into the punch or the kick. I usually prefer to do the punch if I'm going to cancel. I don't know why, it's just kind of what I do. And then cancel it and then immediately go into your move after that. It is a little execution heavy. You want to make sure that you hold Shujinko for just a slight second before you cancel him, because you won't be able to do it right away. But yeah, so that's really good just for half of Shujinko's meter. Alright, so now we're going to the full bar steal. So we're going to go up steal first, then regular down back, and then down back down, because he has down back up, down back, and then down back down. So starting with down back up, we get the Witch Slam, I think it's called. And you see there's a bunch of feet holding Ermac here. Now to maximize this move, you really want to get familiar with the animation. So we see right there, Ermac goes to pull his foot out right at the end. And that's kind of where... Here, let me take the frame data off the screen so you can actually see it a little bit better. We don't need that on here right now. Well, we might. So yeah, as you see here, he will kind of grab him. And you see just when it's about to run out, he kind of pulls his foot out. If you can get your combo started right as that character's pulling their foot out, then that's like going to be the max amount of time that you can actually hold them and still continue your combo. So you can set up other things if you have like buffs, like Sindel has buffs, Quan Chi can put up portals. Because it doesn't have any hit animation, Scorpion can actually do this one just to add like some damage over time to his combo. And it's still going. Huge damage, 454 for a bar. And then Shujinko will be charged back there as well for other shenaniganry. And that's another thing you want to do too, is as soon as that move hits, bring Shujinko out and have him charging, because you can extend the combo with the next move we're going to go over here. So this one is Ermac's lift. It's pretty straightforward. I love how the ghost here is Shujinko, just holding him up. That's such a nice touch. And similar to before, you don't have quite as much time, but there is a bit of time if you want to set something smaller or quicker up. Again, Quan Chi can do a portal. I don't know what some other characters can do. I tend to kind of use this more towards the end of my combos. Every once in a while you can try and use that as anti-air if you want, but it's expensive if you miss it. and it's pretty negative on block. So right now we have 2 launchers, which is pretty crazy. Actually, technically 3, including the half bar one if you want to spend the meter on that. So things can get pretty nuts with this pairing. So yeah, lift not much to. I'll show you. Let me show you a cool combo that I came up with here with Scorpion and Shujinko that kind of uses both of those. So over 500 damage there. You saw I was able to pull Shujinko back in. You could probably still even add one of these at the end there too. Just for a little bit of extra, like, screw you, Ermac. So those 2 moves in tandem are super duper good if you can kind of use them like that. And then lastly we have the Death's Embrace, which works the same way that Ermac's does. If you take damage, it will steal your meter rather than your health bar, which is just a really, really good utility thing to have. And then you can cancel it if you want. Not really sure what scenario you cancel it in, but it's there if you want to do that. So yeah, that's basically Ermac in a nutshell. A lot of good stuff. Well, let's move on. Alright, so next we're on to Takeda, and if you go into this one on your own, it looks really intimidating. Like, you look at this, look at look at Shujinko's moves, look at all of these moves that he steals. It's actually crazy. But don't get too overwhelmed. These are all, it's just directionary moves. So he has the shooting star move. So you can either do that close, medium, or far. And then he also can hold it. If you hold the cameo button for a second, he'll place it on the ground. And then if he throws another one at it, blows it up, similar to how Takeda's works. So yeah, this is probably has like the most beneficial scaling for combos out of any move in the game. Like, the damage that you can do with this move, like combo punch into this. Mid-screen is kind of tricky, depends on your character. Some characters like Sektor, I couldn't really find any decent combos mid-screen. Everyone just destroys Takeda in the corner with this though. It's actually crazy. So yeah, there's 515 damage mid-screen, 0 super meter, just cameo. That's it. And then you're probably building Shujinko back as you're doing it. So, and then in the corner, it's a lot better because there's no stagger backwards, so you get more hit advantage. He's stuck right in front of you. So if you get Takeda in the corner against a Shujinko, oh boy, that best of luck to you, sir, because that is going to be a lot of damage. 654 damage. That doesn't feel very fair, does it? So yeah, just different things. I don't really use this charge one too much. I'm sure there's some setups and stuff you can find for it, and especially with certain characters, but it does go away over certain times, so I use these more than probably any other move in this matchup, just to be honest. And if you have a character who, say, can't combo off of that mid-screen, that's where the first down-back steal, the tornado kick, comes in handy. So that's going to be your combo starter in this matchup. And decent damage, but nowhere near the damage we were doing with the little Shoryuken things. So 3 directions. If you go down, back, down, is a close. Just the regular down, back is a medium. Then the down, back, forward is the far. Why am I having so much trouble hitting that today? There you go. That's what the far one looks like. So I only really use the medium because generally I'm comboing into that. Seems to combo just fine from my experience. So, but yeah, the last move that he steals are the Rekkas. So he has a launching option, and then he also has an overhead option. So, and he can use them the same way as Takeda. You can stagger them a little bit. Damage is okay. It's about the same as the tornado kick. For the ease of execution, just use the tornado kick. Where you want to use the Rekkas is kind of like in pressure if you're trying to kind of scare him or make him, because his armor's not very good, so he's not going to be able to armor through it very well. And then you can maybe try and snake your way into a combo launcher at the end. But all in all, if you have some characters that can do some nastiness with these, that's going to be your go-to in this matchup. And then, if not, you have the Tornado Kick. So, that's it. That's it. That's Takeda. Have fun against Takeda, man. You're going to be doing some 4 YouTube combos, I tell you. So this one is going to be pretty straightforward. It's Sektor. We have 2 down forward steals that we have. We have the regular unguided missile, so you get an extra projectile. This is unsafe on block, though, so just be aware of that. I believe we're minus 12. So you want to steal the down steal, which is the flamethrower. I believe we're minus 1. See, when I said we're going to need that frame data back on again? Yeah, we're minus 1 after that. So you just want to do something and just throw something out. You're going to be safe with that one. So, safe versus unsafe. Oh, minus 17. My memory's bad. Yeah, don't do this on me. Use that for, like, full screen. Like, for example, you want to shoot something out here, but you don't want to throw a spear. Shoot him. Good counter zoning. Because she's going to be trying to shoot stuff at you, so. On the down back steals, we get the tactical redeploy, which is, sorry, the teleport. And that's going to be your combo launcher. There you go, 444 damage. Pretty straightforward, just combo into from punch or kick, whatever, and then just do whatever your airborne combo is. Not much to go over there. You could just throw it out if you want to read, but I mean, it's fairly unsafe, so I wouldn't recommend that. And then lastly, we have the anti-air flak, which I find a little awkward because Shujinko jumps forward, like in front of you. The hitbox and the way it hits, let's see if I can show you a little bit here. Yeah, it's just inconsistent, you know? It's a little easier with Sektor to try them because you're a little bit more familiar with the spacing, but see, like, some will whiff, so there's probably combos and stuff you can use this for that are a little bit more useful than just as an anti-air. But yeah, that's it. There's not much. Sektor's pretty cut and dry. That's all you do. Alright, so this is another fun one. This is, ready for some tomfoolery here. So, Shujinko Cyrax, we have the bomb. She has to play the same mind games that she makes us play. So find a cool way for your character to kind of make this work. Yeah, this is super duper fun. And then of course he has different places he can put it. He can kind of roll it or he can kind of lob it. Oh, strong move. For the far. So yeah, depending on how you end your combos, you can end it like in crumple, this is what I do, and then kick. And then there's a bomb rolling, and that doesn't go away on hit as long as you can get it out on the screen. It's there, and it's activating if they go over it. So, boom, 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 boom. Turns back 3 into a launcher. Isn't that cool? So yeah, that's the bomb setups. Your character will have to play around with them. Like I said in the last video, if you can find like an invasions node with this character on it and just kind of practice some stuff on that node, that's probably the best way to do it. There's a down forward up, which is that kick, which I believe is your safety. Zero on block, plus you can charge Shujinko if you want, make him do a little spin. You're still safe, but you can also cancel it by using a bar of your own super meter. Similar to the Ermac steal, this will combo as well, but you're using half a bar of Shujinko and 1 bar of your super meter, so weigh that out whether that's worth it to you or not. It is something that you can do. You can also cancel it into the sweep as well by holding back and cameo. And then you get a sneaky little low. That's safe on block, -5. Just add a little mix-up into your repertoire there. Because the kick is a high. So if they like try and neutral duck that or something, booyah. Smoke them with that low. So our down back steals, we got down back up. And we actually recover from this before Shujinko even finishes this. So that can probably make for some funky combos. Air shenaniganry and all that kind of stuff, depending on who your character is. So just pay attention. When your character comes out of the summon stance, that's when they can move. If you didn't know that by now. So then you can just start comboing however you want to combo. Boom, boom, boom. Heavy gravity on this though. Usually, Scorpion's able to get 2 reps of these. Only 1. Still decent damage, but I don't find myself using this one very much, to be honest. Maybe as a little bit of safety, but if I want safety on block, I'm just doing the spin kick, right? Not really worth it. The big one is the little foam grab thingy. Because similar to the Ermac one, they're stuck here. You can do all sorts of setups or whatever, you know? And if you've ever played against a Cyrax, you know how annoying it is when they just throw this out all willy-nilly and then new trades, you know? So, yeah. Capture foam, come up with whatever stuff you can do while she's restood. This should be close to max damage. Look at that setup. Look at that setup right there. There's all sorts of fun things you can do against Cyrax here. But that's it. That's it for Cyrax. Let's go to our last character, Noob Saibot. Ending this one on a pretty light note. There's only 3 moves that we steal here. The first one is super good. It's not only our safety, it's our plus frames. So you get a +5 low attack against Noob. So you just want to throw this out on block. See, you got a string that has an overhead in it. Mix that up, throw out the low. They block it, +5 anyways. Now, because it's so plus, it actually allows it to be a combo starter in the corner here. I didn't come up with the combo beforehand, but that's the best I got. So, yeah, that's just, sometimes it's a down one, sometimes it's a standing one. You kind of want to see what your character can come up with. But that's only half a Shujinko bar. So, and you know, he always has his crumple to extend the combos further. So, yeah, and if you just want to use it full screen like that, he recovers right away after Shujinko tosses the clone. So, at full screen, you're +20. +27 right there. So, yeah, if you want to link that into something else, like that's a free Sektor Sidewinder right there, basically. Set something else. But yeah. Catch him advancing, something like that. The farther away you get, the more plus it is. Just a super duper good, simple steal. Down back steals, there's only 2. Teleport, which is hella unsafe on block. But you can catch noobs a lot. Because if they're kind of going airborne, they're trying to do some jumping shenanigans, you can just throw Shujinko out. You can do this on reaction. It might take a little bit of time. And then Shujinko drops him right in front of you for a combo. Decent scaling on it too. That was just raw off the teleport into 400. You can combo into it too if you want. Almost 500 damage is crazy. And then he also steals the portals. So similar to the other steals, he has a close, a medium, and then a far. And he'll drop it right in front of you. And of course you can combo into these as well, even though they do look like they're super slow and you shouldn't be able to. That's never stopped NRS in the past. Oh, that doesn't combo. 457. So, comboing into portals, throwing portals out on the screen. And I believe there's a little bit of advantage if they block them. Just a little bit, +14. So if you want to do it in pressure, but there is that gap there, so you have to be aware of that. But being +14 is pretty crazy. Don't leave too many gaps against Noob, though. He's really good. I think some would argue the best character in the game right now. I was playing some casuals earlier, and 3 people that I beat with Sektor just immediately switched to Noob Janet and won. Feels bad, man. And that's it. That's all the Shujinko DLC steals that you need to know, how to use them, some basic combos and some strategies and all that kind of stuff. I wish you luck on your Shujinko journey. If you need clarification on anything in this video, please let me know. And as usual, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, because it really helps me out, and subscribe if you haven't, because I make new videos almost every single day. Hashtag Bonehawks, all that stuff, and we'll see all you Bonehawks in the next video.
Accept your death.